Exactly.
race.
Let's take a look at them right now winning.
Nearly 30,000 miles. TK and Rachel, you are the official winners of the Amazing Race.
Wow, and here they are, the $1 million winners of the Amazing Race, Rachel Rosales and TK Irwin. There they are. Hi, Rosalie. How are you?
Thank you. Hi, Rachel.
See,
How are you?
TK,
Congratulations.
have a seat.
Hi, TK.
Yeah, two young people from Huntington Beach, California, who were going together before the race and then decided to enter the race. And they're still going together after all that.
But just started dating before the race, like 4 months or something?
Well, actually, when we applied, it had been about 4 months. We'd only known each other, been hanging out every day. And then once the race started, we had almost been together a year.
Uh-huh. Now, how old are you? You look like you're 12.
You're the first person that's ever said that. No, I'm 24.
24. Well, good for you. You'll be thankful you're young looking, you know, at this age.
So tell us about your first date now. Your first date, you sit down, you're getting to know each other. Do you look at each other and say, so I like the Amazing Race, hey, so do I?
No.
It was one of those things. We've actually kind of known each other forever. Our parents have been friends since before we were born.
No kidding.
And she's actually a year older than me. I know it doesn't look like it, but... and so we went to grade school, middle school, high school. We did the whole thing together, but we're always in a different crowd and just kind of knew each other through our parents.
So then how did this arrangement, this union happen?
Well, one night he had just got done with college at UCSB, and then he was home and had nothing to do, and I went to the movies with my mom, and he was tagging along with his mom, and we went, and then we're like, you know what, I'm really hungry, we should go to dinner, and then we went to dinner, and then after that...
At what point of the night did you ditch your mother?
After dinner, after
I went
dancing...
with my mom, he went with his. We got rid of them in a hurry.
No, they went with us to a bar. We went dancing with our parents.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
That's nice.
This is going to be some wedding, I swear. You have to invite us. We want to go.
Yeah.
No problem.
So you're a swimming champ from UCSB, right? University of California, Santa Barbara.
Yeah, I swam 4 years for the Gauchos, and you know, one of the best times of my life. For sure.
Good for you. And what do you do, Rosalie?
I am a high-style florist designer.
Oh, are you high style? How do you like that right there?
Not bad at all.
Isn't that incredible? Look at this one. These aren't even real. Tell me what you think about it.
I could tell from over there.
I mean, is that incredible? Look at that. Have you ever seen...
All right! You're killing us! We're going to take a break. We'll get back with TK and Rachel.
Rachel, if you want, you can take the
TK Irwin and Rachel Rosales, and they're the winners of the Amazing Race, and it really was an amazing race. They were blindfolded, taken to Hugh Hefner's mansion up there in Beverly Hills, and then sent on your way, and you covered, what, 4 continents, 10 countries? And how long did it take you to get around the world?
I think the race in total was 30 days or a little over a month. So, yeah, a long time.
At any point, do you relax from the stress of it all? Do you calm down? Do you have a moment to sort of sit and sleep even?
Well, that's probably the hardest part that may not come across is the lack of sleep and lack of food. You know, I think in Italy, I went 36 hours without sleeping or eating.
And then did a challenge.
Yeah, and then you show up and you haven't eaten or slept anything, you have to do some tedious challenge, and that's why people start exploding. You know?
And by the way, Italy is not the place where you don't want to eat, like you just want to eat there.
Well, yeah, we did.
Some people go there to eat.
Yes, once we checked in at the pit stop and everything, we got to go on like a little tour and got to go to a couple restaurants and have some wine. And
what was your favorite place?
I'd say my favorite place was probably Croatia.
Very
You're like,
beautiful.
you know, seeing the beauty and the historical value, and it was like majestical, gorgeous. We live on the beach, and this was like nothing we'd ever seen before.
What about yours, TK?
The coastline in Croatia was unbelievable, but probably most memorable or moving was India or Africa. There's just one thing to see that type of thing or see that poverty or know that it exists, but then when you're actually there and seeing it with your own eyes, it's,
right.
you know, I feel fortunate to have experienced it because it makes you look at your own life a little differently.
So what was the worst part of it for you?
Like he said, probably just the eating, you know?
What
Like,
did you have to eat that was unusual?
I didn't have to eat anything unusual, but I didn't get to eat it every 3 hours, you know? Like, that was
Do you
really
eat every
hard.
3 hours?
I'm always hungry, you know? I mean, you're tiny, so it must be the same kind of thing where you're just like, you need your energy and you need your food and everything. So that was something that
For me,
I
it's
had
coffee.
to get.
And when you say you had trouble sleeping, do you have to check into a hotel or you sleep on the beach? How do you do that?
Well, you're allotted a specific amount of money at the start of each leg, and that amount of money is used for all local transportation, all food, any lodging you need. It's all encompassing for that leg of the race. So you have to decide whether or not it's worth it. So there was a night in India where we had to spend the night. We had to be someplace at 6 in the morning, but we didn't have enough money to get a place to stay, so we all ended up sleeping on the streets in India, waiting for this newsstand to open up. And it's one of those things where you could go buy a $5 cheeseburger, but you don't know if you're going to need the $5 for a taxi cab later.
So do people in these countries look at you two and say, crazy Americans?
You know, in lots of the countries, like you said, India and Africa, and we're such a big crew and all the cameras, definitely
Oh,
a
yeah.
spectacle that we're traveling around with.
To see your passports right now. They must be gorgeous.
And
Yeah,
they're
that
impressive.
was pretty cool.
You know, I mean, really, what a token, what a memento to have.
Yeah.
So you got the $1 million.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, first thing is probably just going to be my little silly credit cards, get those off my head, you know, and then, you know, maybe get some new clothes and
And how about taking your mother to a movie, just for old
lots
time's
of
sake?
stuff for our
That's such a good
moms, of
idea.
course.
All right, well, congratulations,
Thank
guys. A
you.
terrific story. Rachel, TK, good to have you here, buddy. We'll be right back. The Amazing Race winners right there. Millionaires.